Deep in the heart of Blackwood lies a forest no one dares to enter after nightfall. For generations, the townsfolk have whispered tales of those who ventured too far, how they heard voices calling their names, only to disappear without a trace. Most dismiss it as superstition, but some know better. Evelyn wasn't one for ghost stories. After a nasty fight with her boyfriend, she stormed off into the woods to clear her head, ignoring the warnings. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting jagged shadows through the gnarled trees as she walked deeper, her breath fogging in the cold air. At first, it was quiet, too quiet, no chirping insects, no rustling leaves, just the sound of her boots crunching on brittle twigs. But then she heard it, a voice, faint, distant, and familiar. It was her mother's voice, a woman who had been dead for 3 years. Evelyn, it called, soft and fragile. Come here. I need you. Her heart pounded in her chest. It couldn't be her mother. It shouldn't be. And yet the voice was so clear. She told herself it was the wind playing tricks. Still, her feet moved toward the sound. The deeper she went, the louder the whispers grew. Not just her mother's now, others, countless voices overlapping. Some begged for help, others wept, and one voice, cold and low, simply said, "Stay with us." She turned to leave, but the path was gone. The trees had shifted, their branches twisted like skeletal fingers blocking her way. Panic clawed at her throat as she tried to retrace her steps. Every direction led her deeper into the maze of darkness. A flicker of movement caught her eye, a figure in the mist, pale, gaunt, and hollow-eyed. It looked like her mother. But the longer she stared, the more wrong it seemed. Its limbs were too long. Its smile stretched unnaturally wide. "Evelyn," it crooned, "you left me alone?" She bolted, crashing through the undergrowth, her pulse hammering in her ears. The whispers swelled to a deafening chorus, pulling at her mind, her memories. Stay, stay, stay. She didn't stop running until she broke free of the forest's edge, gasping in the moonlight. Behind her, the woods stood silent and still, as if nothing had happened. But the whispers lingered, just beneath the wind. They say Evelyn made it home that night. But she was never the same. She no longer spoke of what happened. And sometimes, late at night, she hears her mother's voice again, calling her back.